Hey guys, welcome to techENT, and today we're going to be taking a look at this little guy here, the POCO F7 Pro. POCO's latest, not so flagship, and it's actually making a big difference because it knows what it wants to do and it does it well. I'm Jivan, this is techENT, and let's jump into the POCO F7 Pro. POCO is Xiaomi's gaming brand, and I know a lot of you are letting a big sigh out there just because when you hear gaming phones, you're always thinking about top-notch performance with less than stellar other features. But there's good news. The POCO F7 Pro and its big brother, the Ultra, actually take this paradigm and turn it upside down. How? Well, Xiaomi is pushing the bar with this phone. Now, the F7 Pro itself comes with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Yes, I know, last year's processor, but what they've done is they've optimized the software to a point where they are managing to get even better performance from the Snapdragon than a lot of the flagships out there. So yeah, let's jump into gaming first. When it came to gaming, this phone was amazing. Now, I play a lot of Diablo Immortal, and this phone was able to handle Diablo Immortal even when the screen is full of enemies and I am letting go AoE attacks. Now, if you know a lot of lower-end phones at this price point, they tend to stutter and you probably get a lot of dropped frames when you're playing. But with this phone, that was not a problem. Now, when it comes to multitasking on this phone and day-to-day usage, it is a dream. Now, all of us do a lot of multitasking on our phone on a daily basis. I was able to use my emails, YouTube, and even my navigation at the same time on the POCO F7 Pro. And this didn't bog down the phone at all. What Xiaomi has done is they've optimized the software to a point where a lot of your background stuff that apps are doing are actually aggressively put to sleep. Now, there's a bit of an issue there because your notifications on WhatsApp and other messaging apps may be a bit delayed, but the trade-off is amazing battery life. On average, I was able to get about 13 hours of battery with normal usage on this, and it was able to last about 6 hours per charge on an aggressive gaming binge. Now, this is also thanks to battery optimizations with Xiaomi's own custom surge chips, which helps it charge at 90 watts really fast and also preserve battery life, the actual battery, not your usage. So your battery won't degrade as fast as other phones out there. One of the big pluses I have with this phone is its 2K AMOLED display. Now, this particular display is so crisp. It is so high in resolution that it feels like you're actually watching on a 4K display. This was really good for like when you're traveling and you want to watch your Netflix series, or even for people like me who like to game on the phone. The increased resolution helps that gaming experience be a little bit more immersive. But one of the things I really like about this phone is the amount of care that Xiaomi has put into creating a display that also helps you preserve your eye health. Now, this display is tuned to minimize blue light, and Xiaomi has also included certain features in its Hyper OS 2 that allow you to minimize blue light exposure as the day goes on. And if you're like me and you're playing games right before you sleep, that is a huge plus. Aside from that, you've got a pretty good package here, especially when it comes to the camera. Now, remember when I said that this phone knows what it wants to be and does it well? That's where the camera comes in. Xiaomi has actually managed to create a camera experience on a gaming phone that isn't bad. Now, the POCO F7 Pro comes with a 50 megapixel main sensor and an 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor. It also has a color sensor to back up these two sensors, but what is most important to me is that these combination of two sensors give you a lot better performance than some of the budget phones that come in with 3 sensors, or maybe even 4 sensors. Now, if you see from the pictures that I've taken with this, even in low light, the camera performance is pretty good. You've got clear definitions, you've got a lot of detail. Of course, under great conditions, it's even better. I like the way Xiaomi has optimized the camera for this phone because at its price point, you don't see many that can actually hold a candle up to its performance. I'm confident enough in this camera to tell you that it can be a camera for creators if you're really on a tight budget. It's got enough detail, it's got enough features, and if you're doing video content, it's got a pretty good stabilizer built in. And Xiaomi's software makes it so that even some of the worst shaky conditions that I have tried don't actually phase it. Now, all in all, you've got a pretty good package when it comes to the POCO F7 Pro. Aside from 1 or 2 big oopses when it comes to performance, there is one thing that I particularly don't like about the POCO F7 Pro, and that's Xiaomi's Hyper OS. Not as a whole, but only one thing that it does. It periodically pushes ads to you. While I know that Xiaomi's phones are affordable for a reason, these ads can feel quite intrusive and they can also be quite distracting. For me, I would like a switch to turn it off, or maybe Xiaomi, don't build it into your Hyper OS. You've got a pretty good OS which is marred by just that one small thing. But other than that, at its price point of about 2,200 ringgit, this phone is worth every cent. Even though it comes with a slightly more dated processor, it still does everything that it sets out to do with excellence. Now, I don't say this a lot, but this is actually an editor's choice phone on techENT. You can get our full in-detail review at our website, or just click up here and you'll be taken to it. Now, that is our review of the POCO F7 Pro. Follow techENT for more videos like this. I'm Jeevan. This is techENT, and we'll see you in the next one.